Alright, moving on to part 2 of my realistic take on Battlebeast from Invincible, both the show and the comics. Things haven't exactly gone to plan so far. This is actually my second attempt, and who knows if I'll see this one through, or just end up scrapping it and starting all over again. This part is all about working on his body and seeing if I can create a realistic version of his armour or costume, like we see in the show and the comics. There's definitely going to be some guesswork involved with that, but before I dive into the armour details, I still need to finish his head. I'm using a few different techniques here. The electric eraser helps me work back into some of the shading. For finer details, I'm adding some touches with white gouache. I've also started incorporating a bit of red splatter around the neck area, keeping it very subtle with fine specks, so it looks like it's beneath the fur. Alright, onto the armour. At least I think it's armour. In the comics he's got these breastplate-like pieces, which I'm drawn to look worn and a bit beaten up, with some added bloodstains of course. In the show however, his outfit's a lot more basic. Getting the perspective right for this part was a bit tricky, so I've skipped a lot of the boring rough sketching in this video. I've also added some messy blood splatter here and there, just so it can dry while I move on to another section. Next up is his left arm. I've tried to keep the anatomy as accurate as possible, but most of it's now drenched in red splatter, to give the impression he's just beaten the hell out of someone. Now most of the body is shaded in, it's a case of ensuring there's enough Invincible style red splatter throughout. Once I'm happy there's enough of the red stuff, I'm just adding some fine stray hairs here and there for an added touch of realism. Just adding some final touches now, a bit more splatter here and there, some extra blending, refining the shadows, and just pulling everything together. And that's it, all wrapped up in around 24 hours give or take. I really hope you like how this one turned out.